Hello everyone, my name is Katri Ghansham, and my today's presentation topic is market fundamentalism and its effects. This is my personal introduction. Table of content. In this presentation, I will discuss about what is market fundamentalism, uh, P. Sinat's views on market fundamentalism, free market and its dark side, then example of Kisan Andolan or farmers protest, and about in agriculture, why agriculture shouldn't be left to free market, and conclusion. Introduction. Market fundamentalism refers to a deep-seated ideological belief in the magical powers of free markets to solve any economic and social problem. So, in the fundamentalism, the way religion is in central, and the power dynamics is about faith and religion in the way market fundamentalism is dealing with the central figure of market and those who rule the market. P. Sainath recalls in his article, then recalls that the term market fundamentalism is coined by Jeremy Seabrook. P. Sainath's view on market fundamentalism. Market fundamentalism destroys more human lives than any other simply because it cuts across all national, cultural, geographic, religious, and other boundaries. In the market fundamentalism, the approach of the market is wider, that it crosses the all boundaries of nation and religion, and it is available for all type of people, and that's how it rules the people. It's as much at home in Moscow as in Mumbai or Minnesota. In market fundamentalism, the range is wider, and the role it is play a vital role to reach the consumers, and the globalized, and the multinational companies is in the power in this market fundamentalism. There will always be doubters and kafirs, those who question the unbridled power of big business and corporations. In here, Sainath says that there will always be people who will oppose this market fundamentalism, because it will affect some people in a way, and those people who will oppose this free market and market fundamentalism, they will be seen as those people are seen in racism, in low position. Free market and its dark side. Just as free market can serve the public good by an invisible hand, uh, but the free markets will do something else too. As long as there is a profit to made, they will always deceive us, manipulate us, and prey on our weakness, tempting us into purchase that are bad for us. So the market, free market is always about profit, and how to grow how to gain the growth and percentage, and that's the main aim here in this free market. And it will allure people and do everything to make progress. That is also a fundamental feature of market equilibrium, in which supply and demand balance each other out. It will create a chain of supply and demand, and the demand will be increasing day by day, and they will also do this supply. And that's how this chain will increase. The political system in a democracy is like a market system. There is a competition for votes, but that too has a fishing equilibrium. To keep their jobs, politicians have to raise money from the interest and use it for TV ads that show what nice folks they are really are. So here, Akerlof is trying to say that the political system, the democracy, is also developing to become this market fundamentalism, where they also wants to be in demand, and they will do everything to lure people and become in their site, and be in demand to elected again and again. Cost of free market. Here I will discuss this advantage and some disadvantage of this free market. The advantages of this market fundamentalism are promotes political and civil freedom. In this market fundamentalism, there is less to do in by the side of government, and they have freedom in their conducts. Contributes to economic growth and transparency. In the free market, they have this. They can do growth in economics, ensures competitive markets, and they are always in demand and create a competitive market place where they can compete with each other. Empowers consumers by allowing their preference to determine market demand. So they will produce and supply as per the demand of the consumers and their users. Supply and demand dynamics lead to resource allocation based on consumer needs and preference. Here also the preference of consumer is in center to gain growth. And some disadvantage are encourages survival of the fittest mentality potential, leading to disregard for public safety. Here the one who is more powerful, the one have the influence, and one can compete, they can only survive in this free market, and result in wealth inequality, with a small percentage of society holding the majority of wealth. This is the major disadvantage, that some will grow quickly and firmly, and other will be downsided by the growth of the others, and it will create an inequality and in the growth of the people, and the wealth exhibits economic instability due to boom and bust cycle. It will create this norms and styles, and that will create the economic boom in the supply and demand market. Relies on theoretical assumption, perfect information, rational actors, costless transaction, inconsistent with reality. It will create a image of that marketing system, that it will give it will represent us like they are giving perfect information, and they will choose rational actors that are in public side, and they will do marketing, and that's how they are also giving an elusiveness into it. And this for this example is Kisan Andolan, or the farmers protest that was in 2020 and 21 in opposition of the law that was given in the farm bills in parliament. That was the law would that that law would have deregulated a system of government run wholesale markets, allowing farmer to sell directly to food processors, but farmers feared that this would result in the end of government guaranteed price floor, thereby reducing the price they would receive for their crops. So in this bill, there was no guarantee that it will only benefit the farmers. Rather, it will create only growth for those who will be in the position to buy the crops from the farmers, and it will reduce the guarantee, and they will be not sure if they can get the price that previously the government was giving to them. In that light of the farmers protest, here is the this uh, we can say the concern about why agriculture shouldn't be left to free market. The free market solution is, of course, patently suboptimal for the economy as a whole, as Keynes had shown. But let us forget the Keynes argument for the moment. Even so, the market solution is suboptimal in the case of agriculture for two distant reasons. So those reasons are: the first is the price that would rule for agriculture good in a free market, far from being social optimal, are likely to be socially disastrous, and the quantity that would be produced of various agricultural goods, or what comes to the same thing, the land use that would result if agriculture is left to the free market, is likely to be socially disastrous too. Hence, there are wide price fluctuation around the level and at which demand and supply would get equalized under normal circumstances. If price falls to extreme low level, then the peasants get into debt with which they are then saddled with forever. And if price rise too high, then several consumers get edged out of the market, which in the case of a commodity like food grains can be quite disastrous. So it will be a disaster in both way if the farmers will not get the gain that they deserve, and so it will create disaster in the side of farmers also if the price gets high and the supply is low. Then the common people will be the one who will suffer from this. Conclusion: hunger is a function of anti-market system. Want more jobs? Free the market. Crisis, whatever in education or agriculture, is best dealt with by not dealing with it at all. Leave it to the market. Let the market decide. Some analysts now even see an intricately anti-caste character in the market. This way, if a free market will grow, all will be dependent on the free market, and it will be the loss for common people. There is no miracle the market cannot perform. Market forces, as Swaminathan Iyer argued long ago, are great for the environment. Market are green. We have learned more science there. Time magazine, Charles Krothamer has laid down that while better off workers are abandoning the less fortunate ones. So when this free market is giving opportunity to workers, and that's how they will leave the jobs where they are given the low price, and they will always prefer to go in a foreign country to get more money. Hence, workers are abandoning the less fortunate ones. The market is rescuing the ones colonized. It is, in fact, the lifeline for previously starving third world peasants. So, in that way, if this increase, the third world countries and their workers always prefer to go in foreign land, and the globalized companies and organization will choose to give work to these third world countries, so they can achieve high growth in a very low price, based on the premise that the market is the solution to all the problems of the human race. It is too a very religious fundamentalism. It has its own gospel, the gospel of growth, and gospel of choice. So this way, it is becoming a phenomenon like a religion, and it is creating this growth and choice in the center. These are the reference. Thank you very much. Now you can ask me questions.
Ghanshyam, my question is that what alternatives to market fundamentalism have been proposed in economic theory?
The alternative to market fundamentalism, if we see that the world is already seeing growth and income in the free market, so there is no way that it will be closed, or people will look after another alternative for the free market. But there can be some restriction, or the moral, we can say, moral responsibility, those in power in free market, so that they can also think about those that are left behind.
Mancha, my question is, according to you, how does market fundamentalism impact the well-being of marginalized or vulnerable populations?
In most of the in a large scale, we can say that market fundamentalism and free market is always in support of the large corporation and globalized companies, and it will always profit to those that are already in power, or those who are very ambitious, and will quickly gain the profit and growth, and other will always be in the low place to them. Thank you very much.